Welcome to Study Live. We are seeing the chapter The Living World, and in this session we are seeing the topic classification and its types. So, for studying classification, let me give you a good example about a library. When we visit a library, we can see books of different subjects which are placed in different shelves or different cupboards, and they have got quite segregation among different categories of books. Now, how are they arranged? They are arranged in a proper scientific and a systematic manner. A particular subject book is placed in one cupboard and the other one in different. Now, why is that so? Because it is based on similarities and differences. Similarly, when we open a dictionary, we can see there is proper arrangement of letters in a dictionary from A to Z. Different words, they are arranged properly in a scientific and systematic manner, and they are done according to similarities and differences. So that is all about classification. So you can say in our day-to-day life, we need to have proper classification of things to make it easier. Let us study this topic of classification with our chapter, The Living World. When we see in our living world, we have quite a good diversity of plants and animals around us. So it is very difficult to remember the characteristics or remember the name of each and every organism. We have crores of species of plants and crores of species of animals. Do you think is it possible to remember the characteristics of each of them? The answer is no, not possible. It is possible only when we have them arranged in a proper manner, in a proper sequence. And how will they be done? They will be done according to the similarities and differences. For example, if we take example of reptiles, we know that reptiles encloses so many different animals which are put in one category, which is reptiles, which makes us easier to understand. Otherwise, if we have to study about individual animal or individual organism, it would have been very tedious and difficult. So let us see what classification is. So classification is nothing but it is the arrangement of organisms or group of organisms. It is the arrangement of organisms or group of organisms in accordance to a particular and well-established plan. So here we can see the organisms or group of organisms are arranged in a particular and well-established plan. So these arrangement of organisms or group of organisms in accordance with a particular and well-established plan, they are put in distinct categories. So we have distinct categories of different organisms. When we hear the word fishes, we know that distinct category is going to be Pisces. So that is the most important thing, that organisms or group of organisms are arranged in distinct categories, and that can be done only after having a proper plan. So this is based on this classification. It is based on similarities and differences among the organisms. So it is based on similarities and differences among the organisms. So we are going to see the types of classification and who has put forward these classification. So we have the first method, which is artificial system of classification. This artificial system of classification was given by Linnaeus. This is called as Linnaeus classification. Linnaeus gave this artificial system of classification. Artificial system of classification. Now it is based on few easily observable characters which are not significant, and it does not involve evolutionary relationships or relationship according to their affinity. So what is considered in artificial system of classification? In artificial system of classification, what is considered is their what we can see, like their habit, their color, their size. So this is all based on artificial system of classification. So it is based on few easily observable characters, like habit, color, size, which are non-evolutionary, because here their evolution is not taken into account, and relationship, and not includes the study of relationship of organisms, So this is the artificial method of classification. So what is the most important point over here, students? The most important point over here is it is based on few easily observable characters which are visible. So that is about the artificial system of classification. The second system of classification is the natural system of classification. Which was given by Bentham and Hooker. It is given by Bentham and Hooker. It is based on objectively significant characters, and not observable characters, So objectively significant characters means here the relationship among the organisms is taken into account, which are not observable characters. So here this system of classification was given by Bentham and Hooker. This natural system of classification was given by Bentham and Hooker. And the third system of classification is the evolutionary or phylogenetic system of classification. So third is called as phylogenetic, which is also known as evolutionary system of classification. So in this, what is taken is, in this classification is based upon the evolutionary history of the organism. It is based on the evolutionary history or the evolutionary origin of the organism. Based on evolutionary history, that is the phylogenetic relationship among the organisms. What is seen is the phylogenetic relationship among the organisms. So this method of classification is given by Engler and Prantl. So this method of classification was given by Engler and Prantl. So this method of classification is known as Engel and Prandtl's method of classification. So these are the three different types of classification which we have seen. The first one being artificial was based on observable characters. The second one, natural, was based on objectively significant, which gives relationship among the organisms, while the third one, which is phylogenetic system of classification based on evolutionary history or phylogenetic relationship among the organisms indicating their ancestors. So this is the third method of classification. So with this, we complete our topic on the classification and its types. So for more videos, please stay tuned with Study Live. Thank you.